how much times I've been nagging you though? Now I've been on you all the time.
Yep. But you see, you have my number now. You don't have to nag.
There you go.
So
There
are
you
we
go.
alive?
There you go.
Yeah, we not.
We're live now.
There'll be no nagging. No.
This is Star 106.5 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Yes. 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 Yes.
When the nation stops treating money, treating money. Now let it show on their ways, love, treating money. You will find love, treating money. From the ghetto to the office, hustlers to the sky. From the pews to parliament, all the freedom money. You freedom of mind. Really you. I got you freedom of mind. Really you. It's a perfect time.
Star 106 hits a pleasant Wednesday. Good afternoon to each and all. Welcome to another Wellness Wednesday brought to you courtesy of the fine folks there at Pinder Tile. Thank you to everybody locked and loaded. I got to say thank you to Collect, the bear of the Bahamas. Big thank you and shouts out to ESC Distributors, Keep the Vibe Alive Music Group, and of course, Alpha Sound Promotions getting ready for Best of the Best. November the 2nd, Breezes Grounds comes alive once again with the best in rake and scrape. So get your tickets now, BahamasEtickets.com. Thank you to the 6th Caribbean Baseball. I got to say thank you to them. The Cleveland Clinic. Thank you to KFC. And of course, I got to say a big thank you to the Anchor Awards, all courtesy of Marine Resources. Thank you to Agriculture. And one time for City of Hope, formerly Cancer Treatment Centers of America. All right. Good afternoon to everybody locked and loaded. 106.5 on the FM band. Thank you to everybody locked and loaded. Channel 976 on cable. And that includes all of those who have us locked in Inagua. I understand Inagua has just really turned up. So shouts out to you guys in Inagua and to everybody in the Family Islands locked and loaded via cable channel 976. And of course, to the Facebook faithfuls, hello. Star 106 and Natural Empress. All right. So we're getting ready for, I guess, what we call our little winter, where it's going to get cooler and, you know, you can preserve your hairstyles a little better. You can camouflage a little better because it's not as hot. But the truth of the matter is when you have situations and you have things going on with your hair, the best thing to do is to address the root of the problem and not camouflage, not continuously throw on a new cap or, try and lay them edges that are just so unruly because they're not meant to be laid. It's all about recognizing the problem because guess what? Knowledge is definitely half the battle. And once you find out that there is somebody on the island who can definitely help you with all of your hair needs. And I'm not talking about buying product. I'm talking about finding solutions for things like alopecia, things like, definite hair loss. Your hairline is moving south like the birds in the winter. All right. And you want to know how to fix it. And that includes not only just women, but children, and men as well, because men are losing their hairlines as well. They're losing their beards, anything when it comes to hair. And your face has hair, facial hair, men. We want to address those problems. For those that have had chemo, we have a lot of people, as we are now in Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A part of being aware is to know that you too can grow back your hair. And with that said, I've got the trichologist in the building. It's so good to have her back. Fabulous Ronnie, aka, or should I say, Dr. Sharron Neely, aka Fabulous. I'll use as Fabulous Ronnie. I'm so sorry. Good to have you back. Did I make any sense? Was I on the right?
I mean, you along the right vein with everything.
Good. So first and foremost, for those that don't know, let us first define what trichology is.
Trichology is the special. I am a hair and scalp specialist.
Okay.
And so anything in terms of any abnormality with the scalp or with the hair, Empress, they'd want to find me. They'd want to see
anything.
me.
And when you say anything, so they're losing their edges. I know a lady just was showing me how she had a baby and nothing was at the front, the baby gone with all of the hair. That's what they say, right? After childbirth, sometimes the baby take your hair. Sometimes children make you anemic. They take all your iron. And then, of course, there's chemotherapy, which we all know that takes your hair as well, or just everyday stress. Like, how are you able to diagnose and know the difference as to why somebody's lost their hair?
Excellent question. The starting point at the hair restoration clinic, we highly suggest that you either get a hair consultation.
Okay, so just like you go to your doctor and
you
get the consultation, it's the same thing.
Same thing. And so with the consultation, it's very in-depth. I also have state-of-the-art equipment, whereas I can...
Scalp analysis.
There you go, scalp analysis. And so it helps both myself and the client know where we should start. We construct a comprehensive plan moving forward of what we should and should not do. And so it's not a cookie cutter formula, Empress. No, it's not a cookie cutter formula. And so finding out how, when, why can assist us with knowing how to get to recovery.
We already got these shots of, oh, that's my doc. Shout out from Tira. Tira, do you even let her talk yet?
Hey, Tira.
Oh, wow. So now with that said, how open are Bahamians thus far since you've started your practice to understanding the need, just like you would go to your medical doctor, because your hair is like your face. It's a part of your face. It's a part of your head, right? Your hair is your beauty, men and women alike. So are you finding that people are more apt to, getting the help that they need or trying to camouflage and cover?
I think both. It's both. You have a group of persons who choose, they're very much embarrassed about it. Some persons, especially female, I have clients telling me, Empress, my husband don't know that I suffer with this condition.
What?
I mean,
so they're hiding in their own homes?
You have seasoned professionals who choose not to want to address it, especially because the salon environment is so open. But I'd like persons to know that we're very private.
So
we have
private rooms.
Everything is very discreet, very discreet. And so you have persons, Empress, where not only just hiding it, you have persons who don't have any issues with their hair, but it's just a preventative to say, I don't want my mommy have hair loss, my auntie have hair loss, and so I don't want to end up there. And so again, that would be an excellent time to sit and let's, construct a plan so you would not end up
having hair loss.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not assuming, I know it's a pretty educated guess that a lot of what happens on the outside is a result of what you put inside or the deficiencies thereof.
There you go. And that's the excellent thing that you actually, because most persons feel the lotions, the butters, the wax.
To everything topical.
That is just the external, but the internal obviously have a greater
to do.
percentage, a whole lot.
So do you educate your clients where that's concerned as well?
That is a part of my mission, to educate.
Ooh.
I love to educate. So it's not that you come into the hair clinic and it's like a miracle or a secret. No, I want you to know what I did. I want you to know how come I did it. And so you'd know, even outside of the four walls at the clinic, you'd know how to maintain it. So it's not, I would love to, I do. And that's a part of my mission. I love to educate. Yes.
All right. So now we're now getting people to understand that help is here. You don't necessarily have to go abroad for everything.
No.
We're going to be talking so much more in depth, but for those that are just tuning in and don't know, that we have help right here, tell them how easy it is to find you, because you're right downtown.
We're downtown. We actually have 2 locations now. We are located downtown Bay Street. There you go, Empress.
Growth.
That's right, growth. Thank God, right? We are located 3 doors opposite Huffis and Sons. We're on Elizabeth and Bay.
Right.
And the second location is Faith Avenue North. If you are heading west on Carmichael Road, you'll turn, that's the left. Right. Yeah, the right on the light by Esso, where the old corner motel used to be.
Right.
And I think Restaurant Supply is Variety. So I'm 2 doors from Variety. 2 corners from Variety.
Okay.
So I'm on the second corner after Variety.
Oh, nice. So we moving on up like George and
There you go. There you go.
2 locations.
I'm so proud about that, Empress.
So how are you able to? I guess it's like Mario Moxley.
There you go. There you go.
From one campus to the next, because people want to see you.
Yeah, and
they have to see you.
Yes, and they do see me as well. But of course, I'm proud also to say that I have a strong team. And so again, I believe in continuing education. And so the knowledge that I have, whatever that I have, I impart and I share and I train my team. So my team is quite well equipped. I mean, they love a Shanique when they walk inside and see that beautiful smile. They love a Natasha. She's the life of the party. They love a Alex. She was with me for years. And so we have a close-knit team. And again, there's no I in team. And again, I have to big my girls them up.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to get more into it in just a second. This is Free Your Mind. It's a Wellness Wednesday. Dr. Sharron Neely, a.k.a. Fabulous Ronnie in the house. Stay tuned. More to come.
Logical conditions shouldn't define
Teresa Davis. Okay. Butler. Hey, Doc, my lady. Tisha, what you saying, girl?
Empress, trust me, I need you to rub this flowing on. You flow so well.
Oh,
you flow so well. If you need to know, you kind of cradling me right now.
I know.
And I need that. I need that. Please don't stop, please. But it's all God.
I got you.
I appreciate that. That's right. That's all God. That's when you love, Empress, what you do. I so love what I do. I love what I do.
Well, a lot of people don't and can't say that. So that's a blessing all by itself. A lot of people go to work every day, spend hours upon hours. Can't stand where they work, what they do, who they're surrounded by, and spend most of their time in that environment. It's so sad. So when you love what you do and you love your environment, it's a blessing. People take that for granted. I don't. I love.
Well, it's quite obvious. You can see you love what you do.
Love it. I love my environment.
Beautiful.
I love my bosses. See how nice my bosses are?
Very
They're
much
the best.
Yeah. They're amazing.
They're the best.
But I don't sound too nervous because I feel like I tumble on my words.
Well, guess what? You live still.
I'm live still.
So, yeah. Hi, my auntie. So Tasha's a general, so you better stop. Okay, playing a little just to take the edge off. That is India RE. Let's play a little bit of it just to take the edge off. Doc act like you on them TikTok videos, and Raisa said to tell you, no, you don't. You don't sound nervous. They all in your business.
Oh, they
you.
can hear me. See that?
Y'all tell Doc she's doing fabulous.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
And the soul that lives. What's doing her hair?
Doc used to be on them TikToks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
TikTok is
Don't
trending now.
be nervous, not it.
Nervous.
You can rock straight like Oprah Winfrey. It's not what's on your head, it's what's on you.
I can't play it loud because Facebook will Facebook will shut us down.
Mm.
Play people music.
I am the soul that lives within.
Here we go. Star 106 hits music in from India. Ari right there with I Am Not My Hair. And we speak hair because here she is, the one and only fabulous Ronnie, today's guest, trichologist extraordinaire, making sure that the ladies, men, and children of the Bahamas can gain and regain their confidence based on being able to restore healthy and good hair, as we would call it. So with that said, how do you deal with, let's say, for instance, a child? Because I'm sure you have children. You do?
A lot of children. Yes, we do.
Now let's talk about the faux pas, the things that parents are doing to cause hair loss when it comes to their children. Before we started the show, one of my colleagues was sharing a very funny story, but it's something that it's so true. It stands to be true, where, we want to make sure that our hairstyles, especially for our girls, last long. So what you end up doing is braiding and rowing it down
Tight.
tight
Right.
till the little bumps start to appear along the hairline, and you just tell them, tie it down, it soon go down. Don't worry about that. Let me put a little grease on it. The grease supposed to soften it up, loosen it up a little bit. But we're all about longevity when it comes to not only just the children and the hairstyles, but even adults with these paste on and thing. And you could help me out with that. The caps for a long time, they're staying in extended periods of time, not thinking about the damage that's being done. So let's talk about some of the faux pas, the things that people are doing that they ought not. So this one says tight extensions.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. All right. So let's start with the kids.
Okay.
But since you're saying you have a lot of kids, what do kids come in for mostly?
Normally, the children that I see, they would suffer from a condition called alopecia areata. It's typically a autoimmune deficiency. Parents sometimes, we give our children the candies and we don't let them.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean,
A lot of
times the candies and the children don't drink water. The nutritional factor is very, very poor. And what happens, it actually attacks the immune system in most cases. And the children it start off as a little tiny spot and then it would just expand. And again, that would cause us to kind of sit down and kind of comb through the diet to say, okay, what is he or she eating? And how often does she drink or he or she drink water? And so again,
it's very, very, very little.
Yeah, but that too, I would see a whole lot of children with alopecia areata, and I would automatically connect with a physician as well in most cases.
Okay.
In that instant. Another thing would be, again, not only just the traction with the braids, with the tight plaits. Sometimes the parents put the children hair. It's called ruchi, like when you braid the hair and it's the little tiny white balls that
right
pop
there.
up.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. Again, it says that the hair was under a lot of tension. The hair is not in a good state. When you see it's stressed. It's very much stressed. And so, I would want to just urge parents, especially when they deal with the children, like ease up with the rubber bands. You have something called the goodie bands.
Right.
Goodie is much better than the rubber bands because when you take it out the children hair, it wouldn't pop or snag the hair. And so they
Oh.
have certain little
Most people see Goody and say, "Oh, that one's too expensive."
No, my Goodie in the dollar store now for of course Goodie is a bit expensive.
Yeah.
But it's more softer than rubber band. It's much more healthier than the
Oh, I
rubber
never
band.
knew that.
Yeah. Or next thing, especially when we're talking about children, I would say the baby hair. Now listen, it's called baby hair for a reason, even with adults. That's the most fragile part of the head. And so what we do now with the babies, we use the jam and the edge and the gel, and we want to slick it
On the-
forward on the baby hair. Yeah, we have even the children you see walking and person on the street. You see the parents, of course, they want the children to look,
Let's talk about. I happy. I can free my mind on this. Where did this trend
with
come
baby.
from with this laying of edges where there's so much pressure
Mhm.
put on these girls, especially at the high school level, to have their edges laid, and you are no longer a baby, so you do not possess baby hair. Why are they trying to mimic?
But it's actually mimicking the lace cap, what is so popular now.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, so it actually, that's exactly where it came from. The lace requires, most times, for the baby hair to kind of hold the lace down. And so it's easy when
Nobody
you push
has
it
no
forward.
baby hair unless you're a baby, though.
Yeah, but still, and they call it baby hair not because if they're a baby, but it also represents that that's the weakest part of the head. That's why it's called baby hair.
Okay.
And so even if you are 50, 40, 30, it's still
Baby hair.
baby hair. Hmm.
Okay, so what's your take on all of the jamming of the baby hair? Then there's got to be some negative outcome
It is.
for plastering gel on top of what you call the lightest or the
part.
weakest
There you
link,
go.
all right, of the hair. What are the repercussions of doing that? Because they're doing it on a daily. It ain't like they wash it out
No.
and then come again. It's being piled on as the days go by for the week.
Straight out the block, it would automatically provoke hair loss. It would automatically provoke hair loss. Now, in a case whereas even if you hair, don't do it and you still do it, to put a small or mild band-aid on it, like if you go to bed at night and your hair, sometimes the girls, some hair beat, they have their ponytail or whatever, get a wet cloth, like the same cloth, the washcloth, which you'll wash your face with, and like kind of wet it. Do not sleep with it hard and dry. And then sometimes they would just reapply the gel or
That's what I'm
reapply it.
saying. They
But
just
again,
reply.
No, again, just a little tip. Just clean it with the water, and some with the same washcloth, just wet it.
Just try clean it.
Try clean it, and then even if you go to reapply it again, at least the front had a little break. But Empress, that
I hope it's a trend that's gonna die soon.
I think it's
because
think
it's
because
not
of the
dying
lace.
quick enough, huh?
It's not.
It's
what?
not. Like,
It's not
you
dying
have
quick
trends that they come around, they last for a minute, and then they're gone. This one seemed to not be going nowhere. It's like it's just here to stay.
Because it actually marries with the natural and the relaxed hair. So both, even if you have natural hair, you could slick, and if you have relaxed
Processed hair.
processed hair, then both. So
Ain't
you
going nowhere.
don't. No, I highly doubt that.
So we gotta get the tips on how to maintain
maintain it.
the baby hair.
And then they
phenomenon.
use the holding spray. Long story short, just wash it out at night. Just wipe it out, clean it. Leave the style, but just try to minimize the holding
buildup.
agent and the buildup.
What about the caps? Well, what's the
The
time
lace
frame
cap.
on these caps and braids, extensions, all those things? Well, how long are they supposed to be worn in order not to promote hair loss?
I'm always asked that question, but again, like a client that can go 2 weeks before her cap lift up, another client cannot go past 3 days, especially if she's suffering seborrheic dermatitis or dandruff again. So when a time frame is given, that is not applied for all, but for the individual, it all depends on the scalp. It all depends on the health of the head. And so if you suffer with flakes, if you suffer with, itching, you cannot go past 2 weeks. You cannot go past.
No, but then
1
see, I
week.
just spent this hefty bill. I just paid this hefty bill, so this gotta last. And I think that's what's plaguing our people. They're paying big money for these expensive hair, so I'm not going to take this off in 2 weeks. This could scratch till thy kingdom
Then
come.
there's a repercussion for that, Empress. There is a repercussion for that
Mm.
because again, you are not letting your hair grow. You're not letting your hair
Breathe.
breathe. Sorry, you're not letting your hair breathe. You're not letting your hair, even yet be free. You're just confining it with the cap. That's an issue. That's a major issue. And I
This
see that
lady
a lot.
say hers has come off in the car.
No, that's the off and on units. You have a lot of persons of the glueless units, and that's fine. But even if you use the glueless units, at some point give the hair, a break.
So the glueless one is what? One that you could just take
Off and on, yeah, and they would just apply no glue,
No glue.
but they would use the clear gel. The gel still have a holding agent, and it would kind of give you a little snug, and it's not necessary for you to take it
So
off
why most people don't use that one?
because they like the snatch look.
Oh, so that one don't have a snatch
I mean,
look.
sometimes, but not all the times. If you're not a hair person, it wouldn't give you a snatch look. And the
I thought
snatch look
snatch
is
mean you want your waist snatch. When's its hair after a
hair,
snatch?
hair, look hair. People want hair snatch hair. You would.
What?
I'm so surprised. Yes.
What's a snatch look?
It is a very defined look, like what we're talking about now, with especially with the young persons or
Lord,
even
what a
seasoned persons
time. Slick.
with the nice slick baby hair, and you can see
Right.
that the part is
So
quite
you
defined.
can't do that with the other one, like the one that
No, because
Teresa was
it's-
take off.
It's a
ahead.
bit, it shifts a bit, so it's not. It can't give
It
you
look
that.
like a wig then.
No, not necessary. No, you have the glueless ones that look like it's not as snatch, but it's close to snatch. But you can, I mean, sometimes you can't detect it, but you get, man, you get some crafty cosmetologists, and I salute them. We get a lot of talent in this country. I love my ladies. I love my, beauty professionals. I gotta salute you guys.
Okay, so follow the time frame. Like you said, if you have hair issue, scalp
Scalp issues,
issues, then you should not wear them as long.
Correct. But the original time frame, I would say most persons say up to 4 weeks. I think that's a bit abrasive.
No.
Yeah, me personally, I'm just telling you the generic time frame.
Uh-huh.
But it's 4 weeks. But me personally, I would suggest 2. If you have a scalp condition, you can't pass 3 days to 1 week. 3 days. And even talking about scalp health, because I know we always talk about, just hair loss or what's not. But now, I mean, even yet with my business, it's very much trending with the detox. I have over 31 different treatments, all natural treatments, but the detox is one of the top selling
When you
service.
say detox, we're detoxing our scalp.
Yes, with detox, especially if you have a scalp issue, if you suffer with seborrheic dermatitis, if you have severe dandruff, if you have it's so much. And yes, we basically take time and we do proper scalp care. And so it's not only just the hair. Most times persons come in with beautiful hair,
But the
but
scalp
when you
is a problem.
open it up, it's
Scalp.
another, yeah.
Oh.
And so we help clients to control it. Of course, some persons have an overproduction of sebum. And so
It's oily.
it's very much oily. And sometimes it turns where you comb the hair empress and the entire scalp almost like it kind of lift up. And so it's a whole lot of things we see. The things that we see in hair restoration clinic, I'm sure the experience is nowhere else in this country. I could
Oh.
stand strong to say that.
Wow.
I could stand strong to
So
say that.
scalp analysis, like when you go into a doctor to say, well, I'm doing my physical,
Mhm.
you're not going in there knowing that you have a problem as such. Can people just come in to say, well, I just want my scalp analyzed? I heard you talking with Empress, and I didn't think that you had all of these issues. Like people have all these scalp issues. I don't have no dandruff. I don't have this. I don't have nothing that physically, appears to be a problem. But can people just, want a scalp analysis just
Yeah.
because?
For preventative methods, sure, yes. The scalp is like a huge flat screen TV to the body. And so based on
Mm.
the graph of your scalp, I could say a whole lot. The scalp is talk people business in terms of,
What did it tell people? What does it
say,
tell
for
you?
example, even in terms of when I do a consultation, and let's say you just decide to say, you know what, I'm going to say I eat healthy. The minute that the scan hit your scalp, say, excuse me, please tell Jane though she do not eat healthy. And then they would change, yeah, okay, I don't eat
Well,
that
I only
healthy.
eat healthy on Wednesdays.
Yeah, only on Wednesdays. And that's another thing too.
For
A
true.
lot of persons that diet is poor. Like most, I'd say probably about 20% just fast food, no fruits and vegetables. About probably 30% of clients that I see just hate water, don't drink water. Another said just refuse to exercise. And so again, these play a vital
And
role
all
in
of that
terms
you see on the flat screen TV.
on the flats. The both of us
I
would
know,
see it
I
on the
know. And when I say flat screen, it means
yeah, I
on
know,
scale.
I know. A whole lot.
Really? They tell you all of
It is
that?
talk your business, Empress. It is talk your business. A whole lot. And even in terms of sometimes people feel, okay, because I'm up in age, I call it, season,
Right.
and that my hair automatically probably
Supposed
just
to
fall
fall
out.
off.
No, the scalp is, of course, it's skin. It's just
But
like the
isn't it that when
palm.
you get older, your hair automatically becomes thinner?
This is what I'm going to tell you now. So sometimes this is what we're talking about right now. Not necessary. I have a client up to 82, and I marvel at her every time she comes. Her hair is so beautiful, full head of hair, and not because of her genes. Like I was saying earlier, you
What she
have
put in.
it's what she put in, you automatically get out. And two, the scalp, the same way how your boob is side, your arm is side, your scalp the skin on the scalp is side. And so again, when you see it side, just like the face or the boob,
Mhm.
it causes the hair to kind of loosen up. And so it ain't necessary
Ah,
because you up in age, the
I
hair
got
fall
you.
out.
I got
So
you.
that's an easy fix. All you do is just the
Tighten
same
the
way we
scalp?
tight, yeah, the same way you have like holes in the face, some females, you tighten the scalp.
So how do you tighten the scalp?
There's a whole lot of ways you can tighten the scalp, especially with natural stuff. And of course, I'll share a secret, of course, let aloe vera be your best friend. Aloe vera
Let's
be
take a
your
break
best
on that. Woo! All right. Well, guess what, folks? More coming your way. Don't you touch that dial. We're going to find out what's happening traffic-wise. We got Eye in the Sky traffic report, followed by more with Fabulous Ronnie right here on Star 106. Stay tuned.
Your trusted Providence, and it's a very light episode.
All right. This one says, can you analyze the scalp with braids in?
I prefer to be out so I can have a full view of what we're working with versus the braids that can kind of conceal if there's a spot there. And I can feel the texture of the hair. So all that plays a big role.
All right. So there's your answer. Nope. They slipped on them, baby. I can't stand that, man. Oh, God. Especially when you could tell they're taking so much off of the hair. It's
Yeah.
not necessarily the
It's to hide a lot of times too, especially if they have like thin sides or no hair. So that's like a lot of times they probably do that to kind of hide that,
Camouflage
yeah,
the-
to camouflage the sides of the head.
Mm,
A lot of
I
times.
can't stand to see that.
Yeah, a lot of times.
Followed by the lashes to go with it.
Oh, the lashes is you gotta be
What about because eyelashes is hair too?
hair too. And too, it all depends. Certain types of alopecia, you have universal alopecia, whereas I see clients with like no hair on their body, no pubic hair, no facial hair,
nothing.
no hair at all. And then you have another type of alopecia. Alopecia is not only confined to the head; it's
Okay.
again the body.
Oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Where I mean, is this still in your jurisdiction? Talking about the overusage and the loss of lashes.
The it's still hair.
That's still here. So
It's still hair. Yes, it's still hair. In
people
term-
could come to you for that too.
I do not have, I would recommend. Normally it is, I do not have anything to,
Analyze.
no, not for the scalp. And when it comes to the eyes,
Eyes, no?
again, that's so sensitive.
Right.
That's drastically sensitive. So
You're messing
ophthalmologist
with
would,
that.
no, like,
Ah!
no,
Okay.
Mm-mm.
That'll
No.
be you.
no, but I like I network with physicians as well. So if it is something that is beyond my scope of work, I would, highly recommend a physician.
Okay.
Mhm.
But I'm sure you could touch on it that, the overusage and the length of time that these people keeping on these lashes is
Yeah.
not good either.
Yes, of course. Even with taking them off is a big deal. And then the weight on the eye, sometimes the lashes is too heavy and too big,
Them big ones.
and so again, that have a long-term effect.
They ain't looking for that though. They ain't thinking about
But listen, microwave error,
Yeah.
and if it
as
breaks,
quick as they break it,
yeah,
as quick
bring
as they can try to fix
There
it.
you
But
go.
yikes. Yikes.
Mhm.
But wearing the glue every day, that can be
Mhm.
healthy.
It's good for enhancement, but too much of anything ain't good. I don't care what it is. Too
True.
much of anything is not good.
True. Some folks can't see with those lashes, Lord of mercy. Ah! Oh, glory be to God. No, they can't, and it's just too exaggerated.
It is.
Too
I
exaggerated.
agree. But then even with the men beard, we have a product.
We ain't
that's
get there.
called-
Wait, we're
Okay,
getting to the men
see,
yet.
yeah, let
Notice
me
I
go
done
back,
touch
back,
the
back.
kids, and now I want to touch the men.
Okay. Good stuff.
Yep. All right. So I have.
Beautiful woman. Even though it's not all, but still, you are more than just what is, and everything I know. So come on, baby, baby, let your hair down. Let me run my fingers through it. We can be ourselves now. Go ahead, be foolish. No one's on the clock now. Lying in the simple moment. You know, God.
Star 106 hit music again from Ed Robinson, letting your hair down. But the question is your hair healthy? Or rather, even take it a step further, is your scalp healthy? It's one thing to have healthy hair, or what appears to be healthy. And I guess that's how it is with the human body. You look at people and they look healthy, and then when you hear they drop down and they're gone, you're like, what? They look so healthy. So I guess it's the same thing with the hair. Yikes. I never thought of it like that. But of course, we've covered some of the things that our kids are facing, our women are facing on a daily. But what kind of situations are happening with our men?
Ah,
Oh,
the
Lord.
men. Well, most.
What is that thing where they neck got these big old?
Yeah, that's from the barber. It all depends too.
Lord.
So again, even when they go to the barber, it's always wise to ask the barber, just to make certain that they should. No disrespect to the barbers, of course. I know for sure they would know what to do, but it's always good just to say, make sure sanitize the clippers.
Please.
Yeah, please do. But most guys would come in again requesting fuller beard, especially with patchy beard. We can assist with that. We have a
So what
product.
happened to the beard?
It's called beard balm. The beard sometimes, the follicles on the face, the hair bulbs, it would not be as full as the head. And so again, especially with the men, it is easier to manipulate to make more fuller.
Okay.
Yes, it's much more easier. And so again, for them to kind of foster a more thicker or healthier hair frame, it's easier again to do.
Okay.
And again, with male pattern baldness, that's another issue.
What, baldness?
Yeah, baldness, male pattern baldness. And I would say a whole lot of that as well.
Like that?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Like that?
Something, he still have a lot. Yeah.
Exactly. I was like, you're not tall.
Yeah, he still have a lot.
That's a lot.
And just how we have on the hat, you see them with the hat on.
Okay, okay, now we're talking.
Yeah,
So a lot of people are covering their baldness, but is that even wise, or is it better to have it breathe?
it touches our emotions as well. So it's embarrassing to most men, especially if they're younger. It makes them feel, more. It's very much embarrassing. It's embarrassing, But again, I would suggest again them still reach out for help. Help is there. Help is there.
And I think that's the key too. We've got to make sure that we sensitize the public at large that
Yes.
the help is right here at home.
There you go.
Like, you don't have to be embarrassed. You don't have to wear caps straight through, and that goes for ladies and gents, because the women are wearing these caps, men are wearing caps, and everybody's just trying to camouflage rather than to fix and find a solution. But again, they have to know.
I have a small percentage of men that actually did hair transplant, and after they did the transplant,
You do transplant?
no, I don't do the transplant, but they would go abroad to do the transplant, and when they return, again, I would then do hair care on them to make certain that the hair is. Yeah, sometimes too. It all depends if they have an underlying issue. I guess that's another long story, but yes, especially if it's the post the transplant, I could assist with that.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes. Now, a lot of people looking for the quick fix. They think you have these hocus pocus potions that you just rub on and call it a day.
You have some persons who do want a quick aesthetic, which and we can assist at some point with that. For example, for the females, we have, like we talked about, the glueless lace, because some persons, I mean, it's sad to say, it's just, it's a bit too far. It all depends too on how much scarring they
Mhm.
have. And so, in terms of the quick fix, like you talked about, we do have the glueless, we have aesthetics. We also, even for the men, we have something called man weave, whereas you would not even know they have on a cap. And it's a particular unit that really lays flat and it could go bald like a schoolboy haircut.
Stop that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you could Google it. You guys could Google it because it's not, you have a lot of them walking around with it. You would never know. And it doesn't have, it's not what it's so, it is, it's another story. But yes, persons can inquire on that. We're talking about quick fix. And even in terms with, again, even with the children.
What about cancer patients?
Oh, yes, we do. Yes, we have a lot of persons who experience cancer. And of course, it's such a sensitive, it's very, very sensitive. And because that Empress is one of the main reasons why I actually kind of leaned more to, again, natural. Persons are very sensitive of what they put on and in their body.
Yeah.
And so gone with the days, we just pick up, just a commercial product to say, okay, let me just do, I want to know. And so all of my products are all natural. I use the same aloe vera from the back of your Grammy yard, the moringa, the thyme, and so Pawn Bush tonic. Like I grew up on these things. Like I'm from
Wow.
Andres.
Oh,
I watched
wow.
my Grammy. The minute you scratch your head or you had chicken pox or something, she grab you and throw you in the tub with that Pawn Bush. So I've seen it. I've seen it
Wow.
work. I grew up with seeing results.
From natural
Again,
herbs.
from natural herbs,
Yeah.
of
So,
course.
just utilize them, bringing them to light and helping people at large.
And we have like a Sarsi detox. That's one of our popular detox as well. Sarsi. We use the Sarsi plant again that have so much, that you would see quick results from that.
The Cereseed
From the
tonic. That's something to
Sarsi.
take or something
No,
topical?
external topical. We actually do it at the shampoo bowl at the treatment station. And especially for persons who have scalp conditions, and all depending on their condition, we would apply that. And again, it's so it makes me feel so good, Empress, when you see them come back and I say, okay, I did
Any
not
results?
itch in 3 days. I did not itch in a week. And then you go from 3 days to a week until
To a
you
month.
full recovery. Yes, you can check out my Facebook page. We bring results. It's just not just talk. We bring results.
Please tell them where to check out those pages.
On
Where are you on
Facebook.
Facebook?
Follow me, like me. Fabulous Ronnie Hair Restoration Clinic. And I know Instagram is a big deal now. So that's Fabulous Ronnie 242. Like and share. And check out the reviews. Take your time and check out the reviews. We have persons
Real
who
life testimonies.
real life testimonies. These are same sisters, aunties, co-workers, and
Mhm.
a lot, because it's so sensitive, a lot of persons don't want to say, I don't want the world to know I had this issue. And so again, but I salute the ones that says, I want to be a trendsetter. I want to know. I want
I
the
want
world
people
to
to know. I want
Yeah.
people to know that there is help.
that there is help.
Wow. So 2 locations. Give it to them once again.
2 locations. We're
Oh,
located
man.
Bay Street, woohoo, 3 doors opposite Huffington Sons and Faith Avenue. We just recently moved Faith Avenue. So every time I say Faith Avenue, I say
Yes,
that
yeah,
slow.
yeah.
Faith Avenue North.
If you're given directions from the Rubis gas station of Milo Butler and you're traveling along Faith Avenue, you'll be before Variety.
I'll be before you reach
Right.
the hill.
Okay.
That's
now
like,
that helps.
Yeah, before the
Okay,
hill.
before the little hill.
At the very break of the hill on the left hand side.
Okay, so you would have passed Hamster Road. There's
The church.
The church.
There you go. And right after the church where the curve is,
yes, the
I
curve.
plump right down the left.
Okay, there you have it. All right, and then downtown, 3 doors
Opposite.
So hello, across from Hoffa's. Just
Yeah.
look up a little bit. You got to give it
Like you
real
going,
layman terms,
like you're
man.
going towards the bridge. Eastern, yes, true. Opposite sounds be
She's
right.
all fancy. 3 doors opposite.
Opposite.
Across the road from Hoffa's.
Yeah.
3 doors down.
Or should I say, everyone know where the old Burger King used to be?
Sure. A lot of people don't like. I hear
season-
people use that as a landmark. I'm like,
No.
oh, Burger King was. I was
You
here.
didn't
I
know?
wasn't in. I'm from Nassau. So
Okay, you ordered that then.
So, yeah. So apparently there was a Burger King.
Yeah.
Like
And
Elizabeth
Colors
on
of Ben.
Bay
Yeah,
somewhere.
Elizabeth and Bay. That's it.
So Elizabeth and Bay. That'll do it.
Mhm.
Right. She's right on the front page. She's right on the front
Main
of
Street.
Elizabeth and Bay on the main Bay Street. You can't miss it. And are you still open on Sunday?
Sunday is a big
And you start
day.
trying to whisper just
There
in
you
case
go.
we don't do it no more.
I'm happy that you brought that up. Fridays for Bay Street, we're open 9 to 5, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and on Sunday it's from 1 to 5, from 1 to 5 on Sunday. Faith Avenue, we're open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're closed Tuesday. Both locations closed only Tuesday.
You need to rest. Even Jesus rested.
There you
at
go.
least one
There you
day.
go. There you go.
Wow. So Sunday, do you find people come out on the Sunday? Well,
Sunday
obviously,
is one of our busiest days. Sunday is very busy, but of course, because everything is kind of private, we, of course, appointments. But Sunday is very busy. You have persons who,
coming straight from church.
yeah, come straight from church. And we do have happy hour there as well. Let me make sure say that as well. We have, oh yes, we do happy hours, and it's a lot. We make it a fun environment. So again, because people shame and they kind of,
Yeah.
they kind of loosen up a bit.
Yeah.
Loosen up.
Yeah.
Loosen up.
So we can get the problem rectified.
Yeah.
Oh wow, fabulous, Ronnie, as always, always a pleasure. I always have fun when you come around. We just want to make sure that people get wind of the fact that help is definitely here. HAAR,
How about that?
HARE.
Mhm.
2 locations now, so you've expanded.
Mhm.
Both locations, you're closed on Tuesday, but give the social media once again and the phone number.
And the phone number. Okay, the phone number is 341 HAIR. 341 HAIR. Yeah, 341 HAIR or 364 0517 or 565 0228. Facebook is Fabulous Ronnie Hair Restoration Clinic. RONNIE.
Yes.
Fabulous Ronnie Hair Restoration Clinic. Instagram, Fabulous Ronnie 242. And we also have a website, Fabulous, www.fabhairclinic.com. You can order products. We have amazing products. We retail our products. Again, we have a beautiful lab in the back of the clinic that we formulate right on site.
Nice.
Yeah. And so if you're interested in the products, you can order online.
So people can just use the products and get results versus having real analysis and
I mean, if you want
you
a
want to
more precise motion, I would say,
diagnosis.
yeah, I'd prefer you definitely start with the consultation. But people still come in, and of course, they do their
we
research.
and we like to self-diagnose too.
Oh yeah, of course, you know that. You know that. But yeah, they could come in and get. We have a restoration system. It's $150. It consists of the restoration shampoo, conditioner, treatment, and it's a big seller, moisturizer, and growth oil. And
Sound like the growth oil is what people can run for.
it's like oil,
Yeah,
the
that
oil.
does sound right.
We have 2 different types of oil. One is the booster and one is the growth oil. The booster actually have hemp in it. And you could rub it all over your body if you have pain. Persons who have like scalp conditions, that's like really popular for persons who have like an issue with their skin. But again, it's used in the head and the scalp as well.
Wow. Fabulous. You're fabulous for no reason. Gee, fabulous running the building, people. Anything else you'd like to add before we close out? It was a pleasure, but anything else you want to tell the people?
I would like to say, what, just don't sit down, just believe in it's going to heal or rectify itself. No, the longer you take, the harder. I think it's the old saying, if you're lost and you stay on the bus, it's more expensive the further you go versus jumping off right then.
Yes, that's true.
Make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It does.
And so, come, check us out, help us here. And again, big up to all of my employees. I love you guys. It could not have happened without you. And of course, my family, I can't forget them. No.
So there y'all have it. Fabulous, Ronnie. All right, get your hair and your scalp restored. You talk about the new year coming up, or new year, new me.
Mhm.
You do it the right way this time around. Get everything brand new. All right. Thank you so much. And of course, to all of you locked and loaded, you know what happens in 10 minutes. Top of the hour, 5 o'clock. Your drive at 5 with yours truly. And DJ AI comes your way. Stay tuned.
Because we are ready.
There you go. Bye-bye, people. Thank you, Raisa, for putting it up. 341 HAIR. Thank you. Yeah. All right, people. Bye-bye.